I came into the field of criminal justice reform really at first through an interest in human rights, international human rights. I've just always been very motivated by the need to protect basic human dignity from infringement and abuse by the government. First, looking at the rights of people who are imprisoned, really basic human dignity is at issue there. And as I started to do that work, I began to wonder why we had so many people in prison. It was clear to me that a lot of them shouldn't be there. So I started to go upstream a little bit and look at policing, criminal legal system more broadly, and I've been at it ever since. I don't know if that I have a favorite case that I've worked on in my career. I think that probably the Ferguson case was the most impactful. I think when I look back years from now, I will still find that that was the most impactful case. And that's in part not because of the work, or not just because of the work we did at the Department of Justice, but because of the work that so many activists and advocates were doing at that time. And really they caused the world to notice Ferguson, to wonder how it had happened, that you had peaceful protesters being fired upon by the police. And because of that work of so many other people, when we produced our report, and we wrote our report at the Department of Justice and released it, there were people there ready to read it, ready to listen to it. And that allowed our work to have an impact that I was really grateful to be able to have. We were able to use our work to educate much of the country about something really serious that was happening with policing. The first opinion piece I wrote for the Washington Post was just after George Floyd was killed. And I think, like so many people in this country, it was particularly chilling to see those officers standing around while Derek Chauvin, kneeled on George Floyd's neck and eventually killed him. It was really striking to see the other officers doing nothing. So that's what I wrote about in my first piece for the Washington Post. Hey, look, America, what you've just seen, wasn't it upsetting? There's something we can do about it. And that's pretty much been the approach I take in these pieces since then. Trying to really take advantage of having the world's attention to a particular issue that I think is important because of something that's happened, and trying to sort of make that a teachable moment. UCR played a huge role in my life and career. It inspired me through learning all that I didn't know about U.S. history, and of course, it gave me access to high-quality education and just sort of opened up a world of possibility that I just would not have had otherwise.
Chaz is so excited that this year's Distinguished Alumni Award recipient is Christy Lopez. I came to know a little bit about Christy's work soon after I arrived here to identify abuses of police practice and policing, and the work that she continues to do as a professor of the practice at Georgetown University Law Center, and to have the impact that she has there with her students and where that origin story has taken us to this wonderful award and recognition. And as a Highlander alum, it's possible to do big important things for themselves, but it's certainly for the society and the values that our society holds.
Receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award is really humbling. Really, it's heartwarming to me to be recognized by a place I think is so special and that I think does so much good in the world. I'm just proud and humbled that they chose me.